friends! Are you ready for another Chef Paco video today? You want to learn how to cut the way Chef Paco cuts? I can teach you this, my friends. No problem. Come in a little closer and I will tell you the secrets to great cutting. Okay? First, there is one thing I need to show you first. Look what Chef Paco does to his cutting board. Underneath my cutting board is some wet towels. This keeps my cutting board from moving and sliding all over the place. That's like cutting in an earthquake or on a cruise ship. We don't want anything like that when we cut. That's too dangerous. So by putting it here, I cannot move my cutting board at all. Okay? So let's start with, as always, a nice sharp knife. The knife must be very, very sharp, okay? And you want to start with a nice clean knife as well. Okay? So here we go. We have a good, sharp, clean knife. And here's how we are going to hold the knife. Now, there are many different ways, and you have to choose what is most comfortable for you. But what Paco likes to teach people, I like the thumb to be here on the blade. I like the index finger to be there, just like so. And the other three fingers right here on the blade. Okay? To me, that is a nice, safe, firm way to hold the knife in your hand. And when I put the knife on the board, a technique I enjoy using and teaching is called rocking the knife. So I do this by rocking the knife back and forth. And if you notice, the knife never even comes up from the cutting board. It is always on the cutting board. And I cut very safely like this by rocking it. But there is another very important component when I use the cutting techniques that I want to teach you. And that's the other hand. The hand that will be touching whatever I am cutting. It's called my guide hand, okay? So for me, I'm a righty. I use my left hand as my guide hand. And just like a ballerina stands on her tippy toes, I curl my fingers inward a little bit, just like this. Because if my fingertips are sticking out, aye! Paco may cut his fingertip. That is no good. That will hurt Paco too much. Paco has done these before. It is not fun. So, I curl my fingertips inward, just like so. And when I cut, the knife touches my fingers, just like you see. You see that? I rock the knife nice and slowly. You always want to cut very slowly in the beginning when you are learning. Eventually, you can cut fast like Paco or other professional chefs. But in the beginning, you must cut very slowly. So, let's take a vegetable. And here, Chef Paco, today I harvested some fresh green squash from my garden. Oh, I love the green squash. It's wonderful. And in future episodes, Chef Paco is going to teach you some delicious things you can do with the green squash. But for today, we are going to teach you how to cut the green squash. Notice, the green squash is rolling on my cutting board. Oh no, rolling fruit and vegetables, that's very dangerous. So we are going to do something to take the danger away. First, holding it firmly, I slice off both ends, okay? Then, very carefully, I put the knife in the middle and my fingers like this. Look at this. I cannot cut myself even if I wanted to. And I slice right down the middle, nice and safely. Now, it gives me a nice flat surface. And my vegetable, it is not rolling anymore. So it is much safer for Paco. So, incorporating the technique I taught you with rocking the knife, here you can see how I hold the vegetable nice and firm, right? I have the vegetable good and firm in my hand. Now, I rock the knife nice and slow, and I bring it back until it touches my finger again, and I know I'm safe, and I slice right back down again. I bring it back, I slice right back down again. You see the technique. And you can watch this video many, many times so that you can see exactly how to do it before you try. And by rocking the knife, you see eventually you're going to build up some rhythm. You get a little faster, but you go nice and slow each time. And notice, as I cut a little bit, I take the vegetable and I put it off. And then I go back, I rock the knife. Okay? And as you get comfortable with this technique, you might decide you want to try some different stuff. Well, you can always slice where you pull the knife. Look, even as I do this though, the knife is touching my guide hand, always. And Paco makes sure the knife is angled properly. I might angle the knife this way a little bit, so it's going away from my fingers. Never do I want the knife like this, Because again, if I slip or make a mistake, I'm going to cut my fingers, and Paco doesn't want to cut his fingers. So, again, the guide hand is probably the most important thing I can teach you about learning how to cut safely. And you can employ the rocking the knife technique, and eventually you can go to the slicing technique, and you will cut much faster, much more safely, and you will not cut yourself. It has been many years since Paco's cut himself, yet I use a knife all the time. So, I hope you have enjoyed my YouTube video on proper cutting. And if you like Paco, subscribe to my channel. We will be putting out many new cooking videos each week and each month, okay? So get ready and tell Paco some of the favorite things you might want to see him make in the future, okay? Thank you so much, my friends, and safe cutting to you all.